Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a stock that is ready to explode next week and why you should keep it on your watch list. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of this morning's video, right after the intro. Alright, everybody, right off the bat, we have the SPY right now. And again, for all of y'all who watched this morning's video, I gave y'all a very, very specific warning this morning, right? I told y'all that we have a reverse head and shoulders right here on the 5-minute chart. It's below the support level, right? And be very, very careful, especially for all of you longs who are holding on to the SPY. And look what it did. It went all the way up here, gave a little fake, and then bounced on support again. And then the third bounce, it broke through that floor right here. And then from there, it just went on and on downwards, right? Right now, the SPY is not looking too good. It's really not looking too good. And honestly, if you look at it on the daily chart, I think we can head down just a little bit lower. But we'll have to wait and see exactly how the futures market opens. But now, let's talk about the stock that is on the thumbnail. And that stock is IPOE. And the reason why I want to talk about IPOE is because, number one, it's a recent stock. It just got out the gates over here. And number two, there was a massive surge, which means a lot of people are interested in this. It tried to tank, and then that dip got bought right back up. And then today, it had a very solid day in a fairly bearish overall market, just bearish day. But this one stood very, very strong. All right, the reason why I really want y'all to pay attention to this, we're gonna break this thing down, right? What y'all see here is a morning star. I do not short morning stars. I usually go long on morning stars, right? And this morning star is important, not because of the aftermath, but because, again, for all of y'all who have been subscribing to the channel, I'm sure y'all have seen me break down GONG when they used to be LCA, right? And when they used to be at 14 bucks, which was right over here. Y'all see that, right? And in that video, I told y'all that there is a morning star and that short sellers are trapped over here. Watch this thing for a long, right? And it was a very nice long all the way up to $25, and then they gave back all of that profit. And then if you look at IPOE, the same thing happened again, and I do think that this is gonna continue on upwards. It's doing pretty well after hours, right? And I would not be surprised to see this thing gap up again towards $27 and run all the way up to $30, maybe even $31 before we see any type of pullback. So definitely keep this one on your watch list for next week. And also, one more thing that I want to mention about this morning star is this. If we take a look at GameStop, what do you see? You see the same morning star again, which trapped a lot of short sellers over here. Do not be surprised to see GameStop open up at $400 exactly, and then squeeze it all the way up to $600 on Monday. I would not be surprised. That is literally the anticipated move. That is the only thing I can see right now, especially after seeing this cluster of candles. So stock number one to explode next week, IPOE. Stock number two that I really think will explode next week, this one. Obviously, as all of you know, this is not over yet. Short sellers will get squeezed, and this will continue on for a while. All right, so keep that one in mind. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. The very first one that we're going to be talking about is Tesla. In Tesla, some of you asked me to do a review on Tesla. We made money on Tesla. It was great, and then it got very, very tired. And then earnings came around, and then it didn't perform in earnings, and then it had a gap down in earnings. If you look at it on the 5, this was a nasty drop. It was a very nasty drop. I made that previous video on Tesla when we were over here. I told y'all to watch this for a retest of 905. It didn't quite get that high. It tried to, and then it got very exhausted into earnings, and then immediately just tanked, and everybody who bought YOLO calls over here got crushed because those options probably went to like negative 80%. And then after that, it just kept going sideways. There was some money to be made here with this reverse head and shoulders. Very, very, very simple, very easy right here. And then after that was done, it just started rolling over some more. And now, where is this thing going to go? If you look at it on the daily chart, we're not looking too good. I would not be surprised to see, number one, to see the whole market actually go down, right? Like the SPY, I would not be surprised to see the market go down and take Tesla with it. And if that happens, you can expect Tesla to crumble all the way down to around 700 bucks. I feel like everybody who, especially the long-term investors out there, would love to buy more Tesla, right? On the dip. We want the stock to dip. That way we can buy the dip and then they can go higher. So dips, again, pullbacks, dips are very normal. I do anticipate it in Tesla, and I do anticipate a drop to $700 very, very soon. And that is my very honest opinion of Tesla. Now let's talk about another one. Another one that I want to bring to your attention is Visa. And Visa, I talked about it before. It gave me what I wanted, but not exactly where I wanted it over here. Gave me a doji, but not a very, very low doji. So I didn't like it. All right. And then it just went sideways for a bit. And then they had earnings. I think they did very, very well during earnings. And yet the reaction to earnings was terrible. The stock tanked today. If you look at it on the 5-minute chart, the stock tanked, right? Great earnings. Stock goes nowhere. Next day, it actually goes downwards. And then after that, it just gives up everything. It just keeps going down and down. Like I've mentioned, I think I mentioned this one. I mentioned this one when we were over here. I want to see the stock go lower. I do. I really do. I want to see the stock go all the way down to like 180 bucks. Just in this zone right here for a dip buy. This will be a great buying opportunity. If it does exactly what we want, I will make another video on this thing, like at the bottom. I definitely, just like I did for Baba. All right, same thing. I want this thing to collapse just a little bit more for that wonderful dip buy. So keep your eyes on that one as well. Now the next one that we're going to be talking about, that stock is looking a bit, it did well for us. Again, for all of you who have been subscribing and watching the channel, I talked about JNJ when we were over here at 154 bucks. JNJ climbed and climbed and climbed to the price target of 162 right here. It had earnings. Again, oh, look at that. Look at that. Let's just, again, just to reinforce your learning here. What do you see here? What do you see? Look at that. All right. And then after that, we got 2 huge days here. Okay. So just, again, I'm trying to like tie things together. For all of you who are beginners and who are struggling with the markets, who are trying to read the charts, there you go. All right, right now what I see here is not looking very good. It had monster earnings. It went all the way beyond the price target, all the way up to 173, and then everybody sold. And this is not very good. All right, in my experience, I call this thing, let me remove this. I call this thing an island gap reversal. It's known, if you look on Google, island gap reversal. This is what this is. There's a lot of longs, very greedy individuals who wanted to see JNJ at $200 like the day after earnings. They wanted to see that, and then they all got trapped up here. This causes a lot of like fear in the mind of the longs. So I do anticipate this one to go down further, just like Tesla should go down just a bit more, right? So that long-term investors can be like, oh wow, it's at a discount. Let's buy some more of it because we like the company. So yeah, watch these stocks for a drop coming within next week. All right, a drop towards like 155 will be nice to scoop it back up again, just to make money again on the way back up. So that is my very honest opinion of JNJ. All right, y'all, do not forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel grow faster and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these post market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon. This one is a little late. I know. I try to make it a lot earlier, but it's a process. All right. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. I almost forgot. We do make pre-market analysis videos every single day from Monday to Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. Now, if you are new to trading and all of this is all new and you want to get started, you want to start learning, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 through step 4. It only takes about 15 minutes or less to sign up with everything you need to start trading immediately. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of y'all tomorrow in the afternoon, all right? Enjoy the outro.